All right, that's where I started my day today. It was in Times Square with Republican presidential candidate Fred Thompson. We have part two now of my interview with the former Tennessee senator. I began by asking him about Hillary Clinton's attacks on tax cuts for the rich and her claim that the middle class has declined. Here's what Mr. Thompson said.
The answer for every conceivable ill in America is to tax some of the most productive people in our economy. Soak the rich. I mean, you can put it in different guises and call it different things, different times, but that's essentially their answer to absolutely everything. 5% of Americans pay about 60% of the taxes now. How progressive do you want to get? I think everybody who espouses that sort of philosophy ought to say, how much is the federal government entitled to of someone's earnings? These people aren't usually born rich. If you look at the numbers, you see so many Americans start out at a lower rate. There was just a study done the other day that the IRS put out.
Are they lucky? You know, Buffett, and a lot of people have said it's just lucky. Getting rich is just luck.
Yeah, well, they progressively got luckier as they worked harder and as they went along, because their tax returns show that they moved from one level to another to another.
You think there's a link between luck and hard work?
Yes. I think we could probably all attest.
Now, what do you say to Hillary, though? Middle class tax cuts.
Let me elaborate on that just a little bit, because a lot of what she's talking about goes back to things like education. As long as you have a vibrant economy and a growing economy and a free economy where everybody who grows up and plays by the rules can expect to have a decent shot at living the American dream, then you've achieved a great thing there. And where people fall behind usually in this country has to do with their level of education. And certainly we have some problems there. Some of them are societal problems. And it's a fact. But we're not a nation yet where the richer just keep getting richer and the poor getting poorer. And we won't.
That's what she's saying. In effect, that's what she's saying.
The numbers don't bear that out.
You would fight that on the campaign trail.
They don't bear that out. Abraham Lincoln and a lot of other great Americans have pointed out that you don't help those in a lower economic situation by punishing those in a higher situation who may have been in a lower bracket themselves a short time ago. That's what you call freedom. That's what you call liberty, a part of a dynamic economy. How do these folks think we got where we are as the freest, most prosperous, most powerful nation in the history of the world? It's because of things like the rule of law, market economies, and trade. Any country that's ever applied those principles has been successful.
How about Social Security? You've put out a pretty bold plan. I think it's the most detailed of any candidate in either party. Yeah. You're going to slow down benefits. You're going to have add-on for private savings accounts, a kind of 401k, as I understand it. First of all, let me ask you this. A lot of pundits are saying, well, why would he do this? This is probably lousy politics. Why are you doing this?
You know, I don't think it's lousy politics. I think the American people are smarter than politicians give them credit for. Everybody knows what the economists are all saying, that is, our current system is unsustainable. What I'm doing is putting forth a plan that'll save Social Security. The current path is unacceptable and unsustainable. Even the politicians agree on that. They just want to change the subject after making that statement. I'm forcing them to talk about it. I'm the only one that's got anywhere near a detailed plan to do it, and I've got several components. It has several components to it, but the main ones is, as you pointed out, is individual private accounts, which government would match on a sliding scale, something that is a good concept in and of itself, but it alone can't solve the problem. In addition to that, you've got to change the way you index benefits when someone retires. We can index benefits to inflation and continue to have the COLA the way we have it now, the cost of living increase, the way we have it now, indexed to inflation, and make sure that the future retirees get the same thing that current ones do. But we're now promising future retirees something much greater than that we cannot deliver.
Are you touching the third rail?
Deliver.
When you do this and talk about even future